Booboo motherfucking Bennett went to UCF, right? University of Central Florida. In her first college visit since Ohio University last winter, Caitlin was chased off campus by libs at the University of Central Florida.
Go home, Caitlin! Kick her out! 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 Kick her out!
They hate the police.
So much for the tolerant left, am I right? Also, I just want to get started with this. So she's violating campus rules here by not wearing a mask in public. She has the right to be in public spaces on that campus, but she doesn't have a right to be on a campus without a mask, something that UCF informed her of, that she lies and said UCF never informed her of. So that's one thing. The second thing that I find additionally hilarious is this fake Louis Vuitton mask that this guy is wearing. Now, the reason why I find it funny is because, like, that actually will cut off your circulation. Like, if you have a leather mask, that will literally cause problems. You know how conservatives say, like, oh, I can't wear a mask because of oxidization levels and give me headaches when I wear a mask? You know, a lecture fan said all that. That will actually happen to you if you don't wear a cloth mask. If you wear something that's not cloth, you might actually have an issue with your breathing.
They hate the police, yet they're asking the police to kick me off campus.
Get the back! Get back! I got you. You're good. John, secure that building. Boy, secure that building right there.
Secure the building. We're tactically ascertaining the perimeter here. Like, dude, if this is the kind of response you're getting, and they knew they were going to get this kind of response, that's why they're on college campus. Why are you there? At some point, you got to be like, man, they hate me because I suck. But no, of course not. They think that these people hating on them only solidifies their position. It's not even a real Louis V mask.
Back him up, back him up, back him up. Right here.
Like, imagine running into Einstein bagels, dude. Tactically ascertain the Einstein bagels for extraction. The Eagle has landed in Einstein bagels.
Yeah, we're gonna run with him. This is a range.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm bummed. I'm bummed because, like, when people forcibly try to remove dipshits like Booboo Bennett off campus, one, it like legitimizes their victimhood complex. But two, I want to see the content. Like, I want her to talk to some people who like put her in her place. You know, like, what are you guys doing? I hope there's more to this 53-minute video than just like her talking about how scared she was.
I appreciate you talking to me. I really do. I appreciate it. If there's anything else you would like me to...
Do not approach. Do not approach.
Oh my God, he's wearing a 5'11" tactical golf shirt, dude. When you got this much meat hanging out the sides, like, you're not being tactical. Fucking Sargon of Akkad Andy over here.
Wear a mask. She has one. Anyways, I want to mention that a lot of these people are feminists or liberals. They're out here super cool leftists. They claim my body, my choice, yet they're mad. Holy crap, wait. There's a...
My body, my choice, which means I can actually execute someone else if I want to. It's my choice to execute someone else. That's how this works. I'm very smart. I wonder why my body, my choice doesn't work about wearing a mask in the middle of a pandemic, where mask wearing at the very least reduces the likelihood that you could spread coronavirus or catch it. Like, you can't do a my body, my choice on issues that pertain to public safety where you're literally harming other people. That logic doesn't work there. My body, my choice. Sorry, I don't want to wear pants. Sorry, I'm literally going to pee on you. My body, my choice. You can't do anything about it. My body, my choice.
You're putting this black person's life in danger. What's wrong with you? You're gathering above the limits.
Conversation. That's all they're doing. They're shutting down conversation. They're scared of truth.
I'm just trying to come out here and talk to people about what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes, what a freaking alpha.
Yes, you're so alpha for taking off your mask. Yeah, now shit your pants. Doo-doo your pants immediately. Please doo-doo your pants now, because and take off your pants and doo-doo on the ground, because that's alpha as fuck, dude.
Alpha male, yes.
I had COVID. I'm not scared of it, man.
Yeah, well, don't give it to me.
It's like, oh, I've already had it. Yeah, I wonder why this fucking idiot had it already. Dude, I love that. Oh, I'm so alpha. I had COVID already. She goes, don't give it to me.
Can I get a picture with you afterwards?
Sure.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
you can get a picture with me now. Pull it up. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're such a fucking loser if you're excited to take a photo with Caitlyn Bennett. Like, if you unironically are simping for Booboo Bennett, I mean, you're not going to have friends going forward, which will probably solidify your position as a Republican because, you know, that sort of personal grievance about how no one likes you or wants to be around you is at the heart of a lot of like Republican mentality. Yeah, my wife left me because I'm a Republican. I became a young Republican when nobody wanted to debate me about how black people are inferior or that you shouldn't have to wear a mask in public during a pandemic.
They're so mad I'm choosing what to do with my own body. I just want to put that in perspective. My body, my choice. I'm not leaving this campus. This time, they will not get away with their terrorist ideology, their terrorist behavior.
I mean, she's literally doing bioterrorism technically. Like if she had, we don't know. She doesn't have like coronavirus probably. But if she did, that would literally be bioterrorism. This is what we claim China is doing to America when we are doing it to ourselves. It's pretty funny. Like, oh, the left are terrorists because they want you to wear a mask. Good one. Universities are also disgusting money-making operations, and they're horrible, and I will admit that. But one of the things that they're doing now is, like, they will yeet you off campus if you're caught without a mask.
Sorry.
And I'm pretty sure UCF has a policy similar to that. They will not refund your tuition. They will take your tuition, they'll pocket it, and they'll kick you off campus. While colleges are pretty horrible, especially as of late, with their money-making operations and their interests, like that dude might have lost his tuition and gotten expelled.
What? Get her off. Who would get me off? The police. They don't like the police. This is absolutely amazing. I love that you guys are acting like this out here.
Isn't she a libertarian and she should like severely dislike the police because they perpetuate the state violence, the state monopoly on violence? Well, I guess she's not. She's a libertarian monarchist who believes that we should make America into a monarchy.
We got to teach them a lesson and do it in the polls. Teach them a lesson. They cannot mob people to limit their free speech. They cannot scare us anymore. Stop being silent. We're done being silent. We're done apologizing for Donald Trump.
When were conservatives ever silent? Especially Booboo Bennett. Like, as a matter of fact, she never shuts the fuck up. It's always funny when conservatives are like, we're done being silent. We're the majority. You are neither the majority, nor have you ever been silent. It's the can't shut the fuck up minority. It's not the silent majority. It's the minority that literally cannot shut the fuck up ever. I love Booboo Bennett. Just listen, her entire shtick is just like, I'm a victim. Look at me, I'm a victim. I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna agitate people. I'm gonna be a asshole, and then I'm gonna play the victim the rest of the way. And that's just like pre-built content. It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, she really thrives when she's getting dunked on by people. But you know, this is great too. It's like she's so horny about it, which is really terrible too. Like, I feel dirty when I watch this. The reason why I feel dirty is because, like, look at her eyes.
Whores in this house.
Look at how excited she gets when, like, someone is approaching her to shit on her. Like, look, just silently look at her eyes. Watch. Notices from the corner of her eye someone approaching her. Look, she's like, yeah, just shit on me. Shit on me. I love attention, dirty. It's so fucked up. It's so weird. It's like watching a Booboo Bennett compilation is literally like, it's like watching someone with a humiliation fetish get off for like 53 minutes.
So it's amazing how they don't want to talk until they have this.
These little Zoomer babies. It does make me feel a little happy seeing like little Zoomies are out there angry about this sort of stuff. Like it makes me feel a little. I feel a sense of comfort that, like, you know, some of the kids are all right. I mean, some of them are fucking Nazi groypers, but some of them are all right.
Talk to a lot of people who don't hate Donald Trump. And then, guess what? They come out in mobs. You don't see Trump supporters coming out when there's a liberal on campus. Do these people get mobbed when they go and they get into a group of Trump supporters?
Wait, what? Of course. Yeah, they do. As a matter of fact, a Trump supporter literally She filmed this yesterday. A Trump supporter last week literally went over state lines with an AR-15 and like killed 2 people and severely injured a third. What are you talking about? They do that all the time. Immediately following that, the next day in Portland, Trump supporters had a fleet of trucks that literally drove through downtown Portland and pepper sprayed people and bear maced people. They do it nonstop and they do it incredibly violently.
I want to know if you're going to ask your students to follow the policies about gathering.
Yeah.
Will you ask them to follow that policy? Let's see.
But she's violating the policy herself. Like, she's technically responsible for all these people gathering there. Like, they're only there because she's there, which is silly. Honestly, the best way to deal with this, and I can't control this crowd, obviously. I have no control over it. But, like, the best way to deal with this sort of stuff is, like, to just be as clear and as concise as possible while also dunking on her. That's all you got to do. No, give her the content, but just do it like her editors are going to put the clips in where she's getting dunked on. So all you got to do is just like go up and just like dunk on her a little bit. Don't let the crowd get out of hand. It's like, that's not good.
Oh, well, they don't believe in funding the police. They want to defund it, yet they're calling the police on me to kick me off campus.
Okay. This is another incredibly smooth brain take, but like wanting to reform the police force and to make sure that the police force actually does what it's tasked to do, which is protect and serve the communities of the people that they are tasked with protecting and serving, rather than anything else, is entirely separate than, oh, they hate the police and now they're using the police, or they hate the police and now they don't want the police to be there. Some of those people want the police. There are a multitude of different ideas here in that crowd of people. Some of them want to abolish the police. Some of them don't. It's idiotic to be like, oh, but these people want to reform the police, which means they can't use the police.
Students are not to engage in conduct that would endanger the safety, health, and well-being of others, including limiting gatherings of 12 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I'm so proud of her that she's able to count. This is good. This is proof that she's smarter than she lets on. Okay, all right, this stuff is boring. Let's see some
Policy,
other stuff.
they don't care if I wear a mask. These same people have probably tweeted out they hope I die from the virus.
I think the thing that like conservatives fail to understand, and this is really important to recognize here, is that telling you to wear a mask isn't just so that you're protected from coronavirus. It's so that you don't spread it to other people. So it's not necessarily about your body, your choice, or it's not really about like, you know, them wanting you to die from coronavirus. It's that like they don't want you to give it to other people. That's where that comes from. But I think that they don't understand that. That's why I guess that's where this entire confusion comes from. There you
I
have
saw
it.
on someone's Snapchat story, I saw Kaylin Bennett's here. I'm like, oh, where? I was like, I got to go say hi. Wait, shout out Steven Crowder. I love him.
Yes,
He's
Crowder.
so
Let's
good.
get Crowder to come to this school, right?
And please, if Steven Crowder comes to the school, I'll love him.
Dude, ew, why are you openly admitting that you like this stuff on camera? Like, at least have the decency to just like this is worse than being a fucking weeb, dude. Imagine being a weeb for Steven Crowder. That's so embarrassing, dude. My God, you're never gonna get pussy, dude. Oh no. You're never gonna get laid now, and then you're gonna go further and further into this like hole of inceldom and right-wing radicalization. God damn it, dude. She loves this, dude. This is an own. Like, this is absolutely an own. Like, the left is getting owned here. I'll be honest. Because, like, you're really feeding into her humiliation fetish. You're really f***ing up here big time. Like, dunking on her is one thing, but you can see how excited she is. That, like, people are noticing her, paying attention to her, and also feeding into her humiliation fetish.
But the university has a policy. No, we're just asking you guys to leave.
But I was told I didn't have to wear one.
I'm telling you now you do.
And now we're switching things.
Yeah.
You see how...
Whoa. First of all, love that this guy has a thin blue line on his badge. Is Caitlin Booboo Bennett telling a cop that she knows better? Wait a minute. What? I'm sensing some insubordination there. He's like putting his hand on his gun.
That's not too fair. That they can do what they want
But they're all wearing masks. They're all wearing masks. They go to that school. You don't go to that school. You're literally there to cause a commotion. You got what you wanted. The least you could do is wear a mask. I think the right thing to do here is yeet her off campus if she doesn't put on a mask. I'm sorry.
And it's easier for us to ask you to wear a mask than it is to separate them right now. So I think if we work together, I think that that's fair, don't you? You have to accept that this is a very unusual time in our country, and we're trying the very best we can, but this is the policy.
Have they been asked to social distance in their groups?
Yeah.
She's like, wait, why are you debate lording the cop? Okay, this is again Booboo Bennett using her Officer Danny. Like, imagine Reddit debate lording a cop. Well, the cop is like asking you to do something that's pretty reasonable, by the way. Like asking you to comply to an incredibly reasonable thing, which is, can you please wear a mask while you are inciting a riot? Can you please just at the very least wear a goddamn mask while you are making people so horny to fuck you up, and we have to defend you?
All right, these people are huge Donald Trump supporters, so I think it's more important to stay because they really want me to leave. So
I only follow the rules when a Donald Trump supporter asks me to do it is a hilarious take on top of everything else, though. Like, so what if he was like a leftist cop, which is oxymoronic, of course, doesn't exist, but like, let's say it was a fucking leftist figure of authority, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna do it then. Aren't you admitting that you're a gigantic sheep when you do that?
Everything that means and it embodies is racist.
how?
How? Make America great again? When was it great? When was it ever great?
All right, here we go. Let's
It's
see.
great right now.
We're equal? People are still not equal.
It was great.
Fucking matter.
It was great when the unemployment rate was really, really bad.
Oh, with
Trump's unemployment rate has been record lows for all kinds of ethnicities. I'm not talking to you. That's what America is great right now because of President Trump, because of his border wall, because of all the great.
What? Oh, dude, this is so dumb. She like didn't even. The best thing about Boo Boo is that she didn't even try to read the fucking the cliff notes. Like, she's not even trying to be like, you know, I'm gonna at least like repeat talking points. She's like, no, it's great.
How is Donald Trump a racist?
Donald Trump is a racist. For many examples, his rhetoric.
Give me examples.
Examples of his rhetoric. Mexicans are rapists.
When did he say that?
When did he say that? He said that at a protest, or not a protest, a rally.
He said MS-13.
Oh, damn. This is the ultimate conservative move, and you have no answer for this, liberals. Get wrecked. Just saying, no, that's not true, when he definitely did, and it was well documented. How are you going to defeat someone in the marketplace of ideas if they're just like, no, that's not true? This is what zero pussy does to a motherfucker. Are you talking about Booboo Bennett? Because yes, that is what zero pussy does to a motherfucker.
MS-13 gang members are rapists. Again, I just dispelled your...
That's not true. He didn't say that. He said immigrants coming over the border are rapists and drug dealers. That's what he said. That's literally what he said. He didn't say MS-13. And then said some are good people as well. Sorry.
About basic facts.
Give me a fact that he's racist.
I just did. I gave you.
Because he doesn't want illegal immigrants in our country.
Fucking own, dude. It's like there's nothing you can do about that. There is literally nothing you can do about that. They aren't sending their best. Like, there's so many things that he said. He said that a Mexican judge, like a Mexican American judge, was could not accurately get involved in his court case because of his ethnic background, which is literally the textbook definition of racism. There is literally no other way to describe that than just racism. Saying that someone and their ethnic background is going to make it impossible for them to fairly adjudicate. That is literally, that's it. That's the textbook definition. The only thing that's more racist than that is just like straight up saying the N-word. Central Park 5 is a good example. I mean, there's just so many examples, man. So many examples.
Like, none of us want to have to deal with this.
So why would you force someone else to do it?
We're just all trying to keep each other safe, but I thank you. I just wanted to say I thank you for wearing your mask.
So you're welcome. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming up. Now, can you tell your classmates to also be respectful?
See, not enough. Never give concessions. Never give concessions to one of these horny chuds. Because this is not about like arriving at a compromise, dude. You can't compromise with someone who literally gets off on being humiliated and gets off on like how angry she makes other people and how intensely she's disliked. Why the fuck would you even try? Oh yeah, thank you for wearing a mask. Okay, now get everyone around you to also do the same thing. They all need to thank me. And even if they do thank her, then she's gonna be like, now I want you to apologize. And everyone else to apologize for even being annoying near my vicinity while I was trying to agitate them. It's like playing chess with a pigeon, okay? The pigeon's gonna fuck the board up. Or it's like arguing with idiots. They're gonna lower you down to their level, and they always have more experience at that level.
No, you're not. You are not allowed to gather more than 12 people. I am now. Your policies on this game, I'm sorry for touching your...
See? There you go. It's just your content. If you're gonna go there, be armed with facts, okay? If you are going to go around Caitlin Bennett, you need to know what her talking points are. You need to know what she's there to do. You need to go there with a deliberate purpose. Either go there and blast copyright music if you want to fuck up her entire video, okay? Because that's the best way to deal with that problem. Or you need to get ready to do some quick dunks in and out. Their editors will help you out. They will absolutely put that shit in the clips. They will absolutely put that shit in the video. Anything beyond that is just playing into her game. Yeah, blast the Disney songs in the background so that it's copyrighted and her clip is ruined. Or if you're going to approach her, don't be like, oh, thank you.
Oh, look at this. Nice. Look at this. Yeah. Holy shit. How do you feel right now?
Pretty good. There's a bunch of people crying around. I don't know why. Somebody already took it and threw it, chucked it, but they ran. They're too scared.
Oh, they already did that to you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's pretty funny. So it makes them look bad, makes me look good.
Dude, you look real good right now. Homie, I'm going to be honest with you. You look so good. Nothing. And I mean, nothing looks cooler than simping for a girl who famously shit her pants and is only there to like annoy the entirety of her college campus. Nothing looks cooler than that, dude. By the way, this is why masks are good, okay? This is why conservatives should be totally on board with masks. Automatically, we don't see your jawline or lack thereof. There you go. It's like the great equalizer. What the fuck are you complaining about?
I'm trying to join the GOP Republicans at this campus, and then possibly Turning Point USA.
Dude, I need to tell you, look, if you're in here as a hate watcher and you're like waiting for a good moment to like own me with some comments or whatever, please, dude, if you're going to be a Republican, but like, I promise you, you are going to get no pussy and you are literally going to have no friends if you join any of these dork ass young Republican college organizations. I promise you, dude. Don't do this, dude. Just have fun. You're in college. Please. I promise I'm trying to help you. Don't do it.
Did you say you're not involved with
I'm not involved with this mob thinking. I think
we already talked.
I'm not involved with this mob thinking, which is why I love MAGA. I go against the sheep mentality, which is why I take everything Fox News tells my parents unequivocally as the truth. I'm a free thinker, brother, which means I hate science.
Can they be made to do what they're supposed to do now?
University.
Okay, maybe not ACAB. I take back what I said about ACAB, dude. All I'm saying is ACAB as an entirely different meaning at UCF. It's all cops are beautiful. I am not resisting. Please arrest me.
Okay.
Listen to me.
This is excellent mask wearing. I don't know what this is, but I mean, dude, I love this. This is everything I love. This guy's got the skin tight Oakleys, brother. His cop levels are through the roof. The bigger the dent the Oakley creates on the side of your dome, the tighter the Oakley is, the more of a cop you are. Like, this guy actually is the police commissioner right now. By the law of Oakleys, he's literally the commissioner. He's the chief of police of the UCF campus police right now. Like, they are all working under his orders. If he had a second Oakley, he would be the top cop.
Push back. You guys have the ability to push back. Why are we not pushing back? Like, we need
I'm trying to work it out reasonably, okay?
Like, the gall, dude. Imagine, like, you have no reason to be there. The only reason you're there is to stir shit up, and now you want to use the cops on campus to, like, brutalize the students of that campus? What the fuck are you doing? Just leave. What do you mean? This is insane, dude. Imagine just the audacity to walk up to a cop and be like, can you do violence now? What is your purpose? Go do violence. I came here to piss them off and now they're pissed, so you need to do violence. What an insane world that this person lives in.
That is not fair.
Because they're here because you're here.
You know why things are happening in this country? Because police won't stand up to these
Let me
people.
talk to you about something, okay? Are you kidding?
Oh my God. Bro, it's nuts, dude. Okay, this is a moment where I am truly conflicted. Because on the one hand, she's really annoying the out of this dude, okay? She is really annoying the out of this dude. But on the other hand, she is Caitlin Bennett. So I'm very conflicted in this circumstance. I'm like, I mean, he's being really good. He's being really, really, really good. Props. I mean, where props is due.
I walked away.
You didn't walk away, we changed locations.
So if someone rapes a girl because she was there at a party, is he not responsible? He is held.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my Lord, dude. Why aren't you doing police violence? This is just like rape. She's debate lording. Oh God. She pulled a rape card. It's undefeated debate lord, undefeated debate lord tactic. It's like, draw an analogy to rape. An analogy to rape. Automatic win.
Even like the masks, I understand everyone's got a mask on for the most part, but the social distancing, like, and then all this language, like.
I don't understand. You can't, on the one hand, advocate for not mask wearing and say that, like, you don't need to wear masks because coronavirus is fake, and then try to be like, but they're not social distancing. Like, what the fuck? The entire reason, if you don't want them to social distance, and if you truly care about their well-being, which you don't, obviously, then leave the fucking campus. You don't need to be there. Like, you're literally there to agitate people and to draw a big crowd so you can make content. Outside agitators, by the way, right? Like, it's the white anarchists or some shit that are the outside agitators that incite riots. I mean, what the fuck is this then? What is she doing? She literally came from the outside to agitate. And of course, as always, as it has been historically, the cops are on her side. They're protecting her, of course. And like politely asking her to fucking leave. And she's like, no, I won't leave. Officer Danny, I won't leave.
How ironic is that?
I know, it's so funny. I'm glad you're here today.
Thank you. Okay, let me take this.
I support you.
Thank you.
And I love it. Yeah, me
Sorry
too.
I've been ignoring you.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
It's funny that like they're all yelling about your mask and everything, but no one was socially distanced.
Dude, oh my God. It's like, oh my God, dude. Okay. When massive groups congregate in a specific area, it becomes incredibly hard to control that crowd. Cops know this because they learn how to deal with crowds as a part of their job. That's why the cop in that circumstance, in an effort to disperse the crowd, is trying to tell Caitlin Booboo Bennett to stop shitting her diapers in the middle of UCF campus, because that's the most effective way to disperse that crowd. That crowd is not going to be there anymore. That's exactly what they're trying to do. You can't come in there and be like, these people are not socially distancing, when the entire reason why they're not socially distancing is because you're there and you're trying to agitate. I am losing my mind.
I just feel so insecure on this campus, like I can't express my.
Dude, I love conservatives so much, dude. The arguments have not changed. Okay? 2014 onwards, same arguments over and over again. Freedom of speech on college campuses are being scaled back. Freedom of speech on college campuses are being taken away from us. I feel insecure on college campus. If you're insecure because your ideas are outdated and also idiotic, maybe you should do some reflection. Maybe you should just look within yourself as to why all of this is happening. So that's one. And two, if you're insecure about having shit takes and horrible opinions that make you look like a racist dipshit, and you're worried about the social scrutiny that you might get, then try to imagine what it's like to be a black or brown student on that college campus with a police force that is notoriously clapping black and brown cheeks disproportionately. Just food for thought, you know? God damn, dude.
I mean, I disagree with you on a lot of things, but I don't think this is the way to go about it, civil discourse.
Oh my God. Unironic centrist, dude.
I lived through the shooting. I understand your constitutional rights to the Second Amendment, but I don't understand why you use assault rifles for it. The shooter at our school used an AR-15 to kill 17 people. If he didn't have that gun, if he wasn't allowed to have that gun, he wouldn't have killed that many. So
Rifles, specifically AR-15s, do not account for even a percentage of the murders in our country. Handguns account for 80% of mass shootings in our country.
Well, I agree with that.
Okay, 100% of mass shootings at schools are committed by an AR-15 then. Also, you don't want to dial back gun control on handguns either. As a matter of fact, you don't want to do that at all. So why are you even bringing it up? If she were to turn around and be like, okay, ban all guns then.
And unfortunately, our laws are not perfect and they never will be. We cannot stop.
Therefore, we must abolish all laws. Very woke.
The handgun that I have is a lot harder to handle than my AR-10 or my AR-15. And while tragedies happen, up to 3 million...
Which is why it's the perfect weapon that school shooters use. A lot easier to mow down an entire crowd of people. That's precisely why they use it. Imagine telling that to the victim of a school shooting.
The police are telling me I'm responsible for their actions. I'm responsible for their behavior. I'm responsible for their violence. I have done everything they've asked. I put on this... I moved the first time. I'm moving the second time. I'm not moving again. If I get off this case...
I mean, these people weren't going to congregate and like have a whole event here. It's not like also violence. I mean, it's kind of cool. Like she literally unironically started a Black Lives Matter protest. So that's cool. Good for her.
I'm sorry.
I mean, she's literally doing more for the left, I think. Good job, Booboo. Good job. She's just going full fash, asking these cops to clap these students' cheeks, dude. I mean, when wasn't she doing that? It's look, Caitlin Bennett is perfect. Okay, she is a perfect representation of conservative ideology. Okay, create a scenario where you can assume victimhood and start acting like you are the real victim. All right. And then ask the cops to come in and basically be your personal mercenary force. And then when you get the reaction that you tried to do, like that you tried to incite, you're like, oh my God, I'm the real victim. Like, she's awesome. Creating an altercation where no such altercation needed to exist. And then ask the cops to clean up your mess. It's great. It's just, this is exactly how conservatives operate.
I hope you get corona and die for not wearing the right mask.
What? Oh. Oh, she said she wants me to die. Meanwhile, literally reverse to like 3 minutes prior. Why aren't you guys violently squashing these protests that I literally started by agitating people on a college campus that I'm not on?
Get that skateboard away from me.
I got him.
Get that skateboard away from me.
He good.
He's good?
Yeah, I was watching him, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have broken it in half.
I would have broken it in half for you, my queen. Yeah, I was watching. Don't worry. That's a skateboard. It's a deadly weapon. I don't mean to alarm you, but I have a deadly weapon behind me right down there, okay? AR-15 is for self-defense, but a skateboard, that's for self-offense only. I just gotta point out, you're a clown, dude. You're a clown, one, for like wearing this like off-duty cop shit. You know what I mean? Like you're like, I'm an auxiliary officer and I'm here to defend my queen. You're a clown for wearing the absolutely skin-tight Oakleys. But the worst thing I've ever seen is when you wear ripped up jeans where the pocket busts out of one of the rips. You never want to be in that situation. Okay, that's just, it's so bad. It's disgusting. Just like figure that shit out, dude.
They're saying 12, the police. They have the police here to try to get me off campus.
Like, what does she prefer? That like there's mob justice instead? Like, why does she keep saying that?
Hassan.
Doesn't she recognize that like part of the reason why she's not getting her ass beat is because, well, one, she's got goons, these roided up jocks over here defending her at all costs from, you know, oncoming skateboards and shit. But also the cops are the reason why this is not getting out of hand. So what does she want?
I think this is
utter bullshit, in my opinion. Excuse my French, but what you're doing is you're promoting the president. There's nothing wrong with promoting the president.
Just complete smooth brain, dude. Just absolute smooth brain takes from simps.
He's done more for the black community than Obama did in 8 years. My family is immigrants. I'm Cuban. My family came here from Cuba. They grinded, they worked their asses off to achieve the American dream. The people that are coming here,
there it is,
from Mexico, from Cuba, they're not doing that. They don't have the same work ethic that my parents had.
Also, I would wear that shirt unironically. That's a cool ass shirt. Secondly, I love that Cuban guy was just like, yo, the Mexicans nowadays, the Cuban kid, like that Cuban kid's literally a fucking fetus, okay? Dude, you're like 17 and a half years old. What the fuck do you know about anything? And then he's like, all the Mexicans coming now are lazy. They're lazy. They're not like my dad. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Don't you think it'll be effective to just not give her attention? Yeah, for sure. Or like I said, if you are going to counter protest someone like Kaylin Bennett, what you have to do is be very deliberate and very specific with your actions. Know what the talking points are. Become tiny little like Ben Shapiro's pretty much for the left. And if you are incapable of handling it that way, then I would recommend you don't do it. Like I would recommend you don't put yourself on camera where you look silly or emotional, because this is all they work off of. Like this is what they get off on, you know? They don't actually want to have a conversation. It's never about that. You need to know what the talking points are and just blur them out, stun lock them quickly, and then back away. In and out. Easy execution, flawless victory, move away. Her editors will do the rest. They will absolutely put that in the compilation. You can definitely just be like, you pooped your pants at Kent State. Like that's pretty funny too. If you really want to just like stop her dead in her tracks, or like if you want to f her bag, then play copyrighted music. Like I said, blast that shit to make sure that like, you know, YouTube monetization claps her cheeks. But like gathering a big crowd and like getting hostile and angry, that's exactly what she's horny for. Like it works. It's good content.
Who indoctrinated them? Snapchat, Twitter, the media, your professors? Think so?
I know one that cried after Trump was elected in class.
This is pathetic. You're brave for standing up here with me.
Thank you.
Like, here's the reality, okay? Do you want to know why they're constantly talking about this instead of like, I don't know, how great it is that Donald Trump delivered gigantic tax cuts for the corporations and wealthy in this country after they had record high profits under the Obama administration, mind you? Like, why would they talk about that? You never hear him talking about the deregulation, the job-saving deregulations, because it's not real. It doesn't impact their lives in any meaningful capacity. And the tangible, long-lasting consequences of those sorts of policies are going to be horrific on their futures. That's why they don't talk about it. That's why it's like build the wall, and immigrants are rapists, and also, you know, triggered the libs. That's the only reason why they're voting for Donald Trump, and that's the only reason why they'll continue to. It's just a way for them to, express their frustrations with how shitty their lives are. That's it. It's a way for them to showcase how angry they are with politics by voting for someone who is a vector for their anger and the grievances that they hold. A lot of times the grievances that revolve around the racial pecking order and restoring that racial pecking order. That's why it's like, you know, that's why it's kind of fruitless, kind of a pointless endeavor to just like try to have a legitimate conversation with them. And one thing you could do is just like ask them, why do you like Donald Trump? And once she starts blurting out all that information, be like, really look within yourself. Do you think your life is better? It's not. It really isn't. Your life isn't any better because you owned the libs for 5 minutes. That's why you're talking about something that happened all the way back in 2016. If Donald Trump actually made your life better in a tangible fashion, you probably wouldn't be running around in a communist news network t-shirt, like talking about how your friend cried all the way back in 2016. You wouldn't. You just wouldn't do that. Happy people don't do that. Satisfied people don't do that. Why the fuck do you think I mauled every goddamn day nonstop? It's because I'm deeply unhappy with the way that politics works out in America. But you can't face that reality that you are still incredibly unhappy and your life hasn't gotten better. As a matter of fact, it's gotten worse, and you can kind of feel it, even though we had Trump as president for the past 4 years. And none of the things that he promised he was going to do ended up manifesting. And the things that he actually did promise to do and followed through on do not help your life in any meaningful capacity. If this was a successful story, if the Trump presidency was a success, then you would be excited to talk about all the successful things that Donald Trump did, and not just the talking points about black unemployment being at an all-time low.
Around me.
He's trying to go around you.
That's a bold strategy. Make him cum his pants for being able to touch a girl for the first time in his life. Interesting strategy. Maybe if he actually gets a nut out there, he will probably leave. He'll be like, oh shit, I have the post-nut clarity now. What am I doing here? Ugh. Oh my God, what am I doing here? What am I doing? What? What have I done? Give me one of those Black Lives Matter masks right now. I'm going to put it up. Give me a flag. I'm waving it, boys.
She's a white woman yelling at a Mexican. I think she's racist.
Yeah, why are you being racist?
Whoa! This is great. I unironically love conservatives making that dumbass argument. Even if they originally were doing it as a meme to be like, isn't this what liberals believe in when like no one should believe that? Now they've adopted that aesthetic, and I think most people think that aesthetic is dumb as fuck. Yeah, keep going. Keep doing that whole like, oh, yeah, you're yelling at a Mexican as a white woman. You're racist.
I'm Colombian. Are you stupid?
Are you being racist? Are you racist? I'd rather myself than be a racist. I'd rather myself than be a racist.
Ooh, ooh, she busted out the Spanish. She said, "Donde está la biblioteca?"
I am a Hispanic minority.
Wow. Wow. Oh, big boy started throwing hands, dude. Wow, big boy, dude. This was it. This was literally, this was the Quentin Tarantino of YouTube videos, dude. I mean, obviously way less racial slurs. It's a 45-minute video of people having random dumbass conversations with the one climax moment in the end. Literally just a Quentin Tarantino production, dude. Holy shit.
Hey, where's the car at?
It's probably in the same lot you were in.
Okay. I need somebody.
How are we gonna get out of this one? Where's the car at? Oh no, like, what are you guys doing? Like, what is this? At some point, you gotta be like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing right now? We're locking ourselves into a bagel facility because we're afraid of like 18-year-olds on a college campus that we have agitated to the point of no return at this point. Like, it's funny that like Republicans say college campuses need to be defunded. The college campuses where like riots happen need to be defunded or whatever. But like, honestly, if Caitlin Bennett was no longer allowed on any college campus around the country, I think it would be overall good for everyone's safety and security, prosperity. Just like what we should end up doing is just like make a fake, like a dummy bait college campus for Caitlin Bennett to go to every weekend. That's all you got to do is just like, she's stupid enough to believe it. Just send her to the dummy college campus, you know, maybe hire a couple people to like go and yell at her. Like, that's all she needs. She needs to get off on the, yeah, that's real sicko shit. Like, you went to their college campus with a bunch of burly boys, okay, who are LARPing as like Navy SEALs doing a extraction, and they're now like punching and pushing away like 18-year-old kids. At some point, you got to be like, yeah, this is really fucked up. You got to get the fuck out of here, dude. Like,
so they are getting violent with my husband. Where's Justin?
He's out there.
I'm sure they got him. Anyway.
I'm sure they got him. He's dead now. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Justin's dead, dude.
And the police are nowhere to be found. If they would have controlled this, instead of blaming it on me, guess what?
I mean, they literally tried to. They tried to by telling you to get the fuck out. They literally nonstop tried to.
They wouldn't be doing this. If police in our country was actually doing something to stop these people from acting.
What do you can't just do that. Like, this logic is insane. She's just like, I want to be able to go to a college campus, agitate people until there's a mob around me, and I want the cops to execute that mob. what is this mentality? If the police were doing their job, they would have killed a couple college students after I pissed off everyone on campus.
I know I keep telling you guys, honestly, JR exceeded my expectations. I'm incredibly thankful to him. I am taking him everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, JR is going to be there. And I need you guys to support my work at patreon.com.
Yo, that's so, this one was good.
Should felons be allowed to vote?
Yeah, I think they still should be able to vote.
In jail?
In jail too, yeah. Prison, yeah.
So felons have the right to vote in jail. Do they have the right to have a gun in jail?
No.
Oh. Well, why not?
Wow. Incredible logic. Oh my God. That guy just got fucking rolled. If felons should be able to have the right to vote, should they be able to have the right to roam freely and do murders? No? Well, I guess you just got fucking owned. You just got brutalized. I just fucking epically owned you in the marketplace of ideas. Is that really the gotcha that you had?
Right now, you just got epically owned.
Here we go. Should American elections be completed in 1 day or 10 days?
10.
I would say 10 as well.
Okay.
Is she ever gonna make an argument as to like why it's bad that like doing it in 10 days is bad? Because that's what I want to figure out. Like, does she ever say something, or is she just asking them questions to get her audience, who already fucking hates these people because they are being presented as like libs, to look like silly or something? Like, I don't really understand this one.
Get actual decision and have like an accurate account instead of just being all over the place in 1 day.
Okay. All right. So election season.
I don't get it. Like, okay, election season, it already exists.
Should American elections last 1 day or 10 days?
Oh, 10 days.
10 days?
Yeah.
Maybe a few days.
You think people should go, well, I'm talking about people casting their votes. Should they have 1 day, like traditionally it's been, to cast their votes, or should they be awarded 10 days?
I think
10 days.
I think 1 day. Because it's
People
always been like that.
what if they have 1 day that they have to vote? They're busy, you know. They need a longer time. They need, like, what if on Monday is election day? Oh, I'm busy the entire day. People with kids and stuff, they go off for work, go get the kids.
You don't think 4 years is enough time to plan to go vote that day?
Bro, this dude literally just got out of the fucking cold water, okay? His pee-pee is shrinking, and he can craft a legitimate argument against these idiotic comments. Like, yeah, he's right. Yeah, when you're getting owned by a shirtless dude who just got out of the fucking water, like, just get out, okay? It's literally just common sense. He's just like, yeah, I mean, what if I'm working that day? Like, I don't know. What if I gotta work? Yeah, okay. That's literally the reason why there should be more days to vote. Early voting is good for that literal reason. What a king. What a fucking god, dude. Do people actually think you can just like schedule your day off like 4 years in advance to go out and vote? I just don't understand. Like, are there actually idiots in my chat right now? I wonder that like unironically go, that's actually a good point. Like, are you fucking stupid? Have you never been a fucking adult in your life? You can't. Like, you just can't do that. Okay? You can't take time off to go fucking vote. Most employers would be like, yeah, fuck off. No, you're working. Shut up. Here's a way to fucking deal with that problem. Make it a national holiday. But you won't.
I would say 10 days.
10 days?
Yeah.
Why do you want to change it? Because right now we have election day. You want election 10 days. Why?
Oh, I just feel like there should be more time, you know? We should have a longer period. You know, that's just me, though. That's my personal preference.
Yeah, because
I feel like this is yet another video where this is supposed to be owning the libs, but she just like makes them come across as like normal. Like, here's a drunk guy enjoying a fucking day off, you know, drinking White Claw, just absolutely brutalizing the conservative point of view by just being like, yeah, why shouldn't people have some more time to fucking figure out when to vote?
4 years is not enough to decide when to cast your vote.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate the honesty. Should American elections?
Oh my God! Wait, wait. There's no way conservatives are like, wow, that's a really good counter. 4 years, yeah, exactly. Let me ask you something, bitch. Do you know who you're gonna vote for in the next election? No, because they're not even running yet. What is this 4-year mentality, motherfucker? What's going on? Let's say you're like, oh, I'm gonna vote for Trump. Okay, what if he dies in between now and fucking 4 years from now? So do you need another 4 fucking years to decide who you're gonna vote for, idiot?
Lasts for 1 day or 10 days?
I think 10.
I'd say 10. Yeah.
10.
Gives more people the opportunity.
Yeah.
That way there's not so many like people rushing to get there on the same day.
Has that historically been a problem, you think?
In America, there's never been a problem with voter suppression. So I'm glad that she is unable to Unable to comprehend.
1 day or 10 days?
Oh, yes! These type of questions. I feel like 1 day. 1 day? Yeah. One.
Bro, why do you have your phone out? Like, can you describe to me, like, what are you reading from your notepad? She's voting me 1 day or 10 days? Like, what effective counters that I have for this? Well, you have 4 years. Like, is that what it is? Is that why you got your fucking phone out, dude? That you need to read your fucking notes when you're asking people, should the voting be done in 1 day or 10 days? What a dumbass, dude. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna fucking own you so hard. Just wait. What about, hold on. What about 4 years? You have 4 years.
I say 1 day. It shouldn't take that long.
I say 1 day.
1 day? Okay. You don't think people need 10 days to go cast a vote?
No.
Wonder why the fucking boomers, the big gulps, had that take.
Because most minorities don't get to vote. If you've like looked at the records in the past and everything, it's been a lot harder. Most like in America, white privileged people.
This person is trying so hard to describe this concept, and I applaud her for it. Okay, she's around it. She's around what she's like. She's trying to say it. She's dancing around it. She's almost near it, but you know, can someone describe to me what's going on here, please? Like, why is everyone who's been dishonorably discharged after basic training immediately hired by the fucking Liberty Hangout Protection Squad? What is happening with this?
Talk about inmates. Should felons be allowed to vote?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, I think once they get out, they should be able to vote. You know, I don't think it's fair just because they're locked up in the system. You know, they made a mistake. But if they have a second chance to be out, they should be able to vote.
Oh my God, these people are awesome, dude. It's been a while since I've watched a Booboo Bennett video that has, made me feel better about America and the people in it. But this, weirdly enough, is having the opposite effect that was intended by Booboo Bennett and her editors, which was to, of course, own the libs and make them look silly. But I'm hearing Normans talk like this, and it makes me happy. I love that the title is "We Are Doomed," by the way. This is, like, pretty good. These are...
Dictate if I have the right to defend myself with the firearms, the Second Amendment? Should they be allowed to vote on my gun rights? And rapists, once they get out, do you think they should be able to vote on my gun rights if I should be able...
Wait, what? What do you think? Rapists are gonna fucking vote against gun rights or something? By the way, this isn't just Booboo Bennett's argument. This is even Anderson Cooper brought this up to, or was it Anderson Cooper or Chris Cuomo that brought it up to Bernie Sanders, who was like, "Oh, so everyone should be able to get a vote? So you want the Boston bomber to vote? Is that what you want? You want the Boston bomber to be able to vote so that, you know, he could organize inside of the prisons, and then everyone would vote for the president to be the Boston bomber." Like, it's a child brain, like a child brain mentality. Oh, if prisoners will be allowed to vote, then they'll vote to make rape legal. You got to be literal baby brained to be like, oh yeah, we can't let prisoners vote because like they'll make crime legal with their votes.
I'm gonna say yes because people change. I'm not gonna say that everybody stays the same. I know some murderers who turned into, you know, good people. So, you know, not everybody stays the same. So, you know.
Except for fucking dumbass conservatives who believe that you are unable to change, especially Booboo Bennett. Everyone can be reformed except for this dumbass.
Gun rights or not, people are gonna be people. You know,
king, by the way, absolute king.
Yeah, they're still American citizens.
You mean
in jail?
You mean in jail? That's what I was gonna ask.
What do you think? In jail, after jail?
Yeah, I think they still should be able to vote.
In jail?
In jail too, yeah. Prison, yeah.
Would it make sense if I told you I don't think a rapist in jail should be allowed to tell me how I should live or dictate who my president is?
I don't understand what she thinks like voting is. It's very strange to me that she thinks like voting in a democratic election is telling you how to live your life. It's very odd. Also, not every person who's in jail is a rapist, you fucking moron. Also, if you're upset about sexual assault, then why the fuck are you a Trump supporter? I don't even know where to begin with that sentiment. I guess there aren't really a lot of options. Like, a lot of the people who are fucking running for president have a couple skeletons in their goddamn closet.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
What about a mass murderer? Do you think he has the best opinions for how this country should be run? You think he should...
It's one vote, asshole. It's one vote. It doesn't matter, okay? You're limiting millions of people's votes by hyper-focusing on one fucking person. Okay, let's say we allowed that mass murderer to vote, okay? What happened? Did he make mass murder legal now with one vote? Are you fucking that dumb? This is not just Republicans. Liberals do this too. Whenever I talk about like democracy in the workplace, people will literally turn around and be like, you mean the janitor's going to be the CEO now? Like, no, dude. No. It's one fucking vote. The janitor's going to have a say in the process. Not the only fucking voice that matters, but a voice that matters because it currently does not matter. It's so weird that people just cannot comprehend how fucking democracy operates. Like, they're just like, oh, one mass murderer being allowed to vote means mass murder is legal now. By the way, mass murder is legal. It's the American military-industrial complex.
So felons have the right to vote in jail. Do they have the right to have a gun in jail?
No.
Well, why not? They're still American citizens.
Dude, what does she think? Like, does she think ballot measures are just added on? And that, like, the amount of fucking felons in prison or the amount of people in prison at the time are going to be able to vote to have guns in jail? Like, what? This is literally like a 12-year-old brain. This is how a 12-year-old thinks. Conservatism is just being a physically an adult while maintaining the mentality of a 12-year-old. Like, even they're like, what? He's like, I forgot to put a shirt on after this. Like, it's so dumb that I'm stun locked into this conversation.
I personally don't want rapists telling me what I should probably do.
Okay, I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking of like, I was not even thinking about that. Yeah.
Oh, wow, you really fucking got them, dude. I love this idea that not only do we, like, in her theoretical world, we live in a democracy where, like, your vote actually matters, but also we live in a direct democracy where we literally directly vote on ballot measures immediately and they are implemented. Like, there is no legislative body. It's just literally you go, felons can now do rape for free. Actually, we pay felons to do rape on white people. Here, let's put that on the ballot. Everyone votes. 51% of the public says yes. That's it. That's law now. We've codified it. Sorry. That's how she's operating right now. The way that she's crafting this argument is literally implying that she has no understanding of how any of this works.
Should felons be allowed to vote?
I think so. I know they're not.
It just depends, I guess, on the severity of the felony. I really don't even know.
I don't know what
about
being a felon would have anything to do with whether who was the president of the United States.
Well, voting is much more than that. Should a mass murderer dictate voting on gun rights to defend ourselves with?
Oh,
like,
no.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What is happening? How is that working? Like, she needs to describe. I need to understand how this works in her mind. Okay.
No. Okay. No, I guess not.
See, this is the problem. People don't have backbones. That's why I always fucking say it with my chest whenever you're like, oh, really? I bet you'll forget about reform or rehabilitation over incarceration if a family member of yours was raped or murdered. Like, no, I have convictions. I have a belief system. Everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone deserves an opportunity to rehabilitate. I'm not going to engage in this baby brain bullshit and fucking literally be like, what are they going to do? What, like, rapists are going to be able to vote to make rape legal? No, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we're going to take a picture together. Put it up.
You want to together? Oh my God.
Where are you from?
Russia.
Russia? Are you guys influencing the election around here?
What's my English not very well?
They said they're from Russia. Just figuring out if these are the Russian bots that are influencing our...
We got the joke, dumbass. You don't have to repeat it and explain it. Oh my God. Oh God, why did the editors actually do her so dirty? The second part doesn't need to be in it.
Should 16-year-olds be allowed to vote?
Yeah, I actually do think young people should be allowed to vote.
Okay.
Especially younger people, because they have a really, you never know what a young person could be thinking. You know, some 16-year-olds are very mature.
You think someone who might not even have a job, who doesn't pay taxes, should have to...
What? Oh, dude, say it. Landowning. You think someone who doesn't own land should be able to vote? Say it. Fucking say it. You think someone who doesn't own land and isn't white should be able to vote? What are you, crazy? You don't have a job! If it wasn't for a fucking sea of horny simps who literally just hope that accidentally they will click on your uncensored Liberty Hangout. See Booboo Bennett uncensored. If it wasn't for those fucking horny simps literally turning around and like throwing money your way, you would have no job either. So shut the fuck up.
My thing is, if you have a job and you're paying taxes, you should be able to vote.
Dude, that's the only people who should be allowed to vote.
Exactly.
Yeah, unemployed should not be able to vote is an incredible take, dude. I'm sure if you asked this guy further, if you played into it a little bit further and was like, wait, so you're saying like unemployed people shouldn't be able to vote? He'd be like, no, actually, never mind. He wants felons to fucking vote.
Should 16-year-olds be allowed to vote?
That's a tough one. because I think they're easily persuaded.
Yeah, as opposed to 70-year-olds who already have their convictions after a fucking lifetime of reactionary garbage they've been fed, in which case it's impossible to change their opinion. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't like, as far as 15-year-olds being able to vote, it literally doesn't matter. They're not going to vote anyway. Who gives a fuck? Allow them to vote. They're literally not going to vote. They're not going to sway the outcome. I propose a maximum cap. If we're going to have a minimum age for eligibility, I think we should have a maximum age of eligibility. I've talked about this before. It's whatever, it's adjusted to the average life expectancy. I haven't decided exactly what it is, what the window is, but it should be adjusted like maybe -10 from the average life expectancy. If you're not going to see the fruits of your vote, if you are going to just vote and then die, you're not allowed to vote, okay? You have to sit in this muck for at least throughout the entire presidency of the person you voted for, and then some, okay? So 2 fucking terms plus another half a term, which means you are not allowed to vote if you're gonna fucking die. If you're gonna vote away and then die immediately, your vote's not gonna count, okay? That's ageist? Okay, what the fuck? Then 18 is ageist too. So the cancer patients don't get to vote? No. The real point is mental functions.
Should photo ID be required to vote?
I don't see why that matters. I think you should just be able to vote. I mean, I know they got this thing against, inmates voting and whatnot, but I feel like, oh, really? It's crazy. But I do feel like photo ID shouldn't be required. I mean, if they want to know who you are, sure. But
I love this dude. This dude is so fucking chill. He's just at the beach, wearing a t-shirt, drinking a White Claw by himself, dude. I love this guy.
That shouldn't be required. That's just me.
You think anybody should just walk in willy-nilly and be like, my name's Greg. I'm here to vote.
Okay, maybe you're right.
How do they know it's a U.S. citizen?
You're right. Okay, yes, ID.
You can't just do that. You can't just be like, I'm Greg and I'm going to vote, okay? There is still a registration process. I'm losing my fucking mind at this. Why would you need an identification for that part of the process?
Okay, I have to ask because Joe Biden recently said that the black community don't have access. They don't really know how to use computers. So therefore, that's why they can't, they shouldn't be required to have an ID to vote because they can't get to the DMV to get an ID. Is that true? So are you guys capable of getting on the computer?
Yeah, I'm capable of getting on the computer, yeah.
Statistically speaking, black people are significantly more likely to use paper identification, like paper registration, to get an ID than white people are. It's literally part of the reason why in the state of Georgia, Brian Kemp, at the time when he was the Secretary of State, was able to purge thousands of voters from the directory, take away their registrations, because when you are more likely to sign in via paper, there is a higher likelihood that there will be issues with your name not matching your actual identification. This is the level of surgical precision Republicans engage in when they are trying to stop black people from voting. Not just black people, poor people in general. So remember, when she seems to be making like a common sense point of view, there is a lot more behind the scenes.
So let's talk about the black community, right?
Do you think, are you able to get a photo ID?
People in the black community who are professionals, who have literally just been...
Can they obtain photo IDs?
Oh my gosh, they've been discriminated against in the workplace. That's a huge issue. If you get one single blemish on your criminal record, what happens to you? What happens to your chances of employment? Now there's a situation where if you get blemishes on your credit record, what happens to your chances of employment?
Can I get photo IDs?
Can you?
Yes.
Do you know black people?
Yes.
How many black people do you know?
I don't know all. I have a lot of friends. Should I go through and count them? I don't know.
So have you asked them this question?
I've been asking lots of...
You should ask, does your one token black friend like to wear a shirt that says this shirt is cotton and I picked it myself? Because the answer is yes. Like when she says I have a black friend, she's referencing a dude who literally wears a shirt that says I picked the cotton on the shirt myself or whatever the fuck. I have black friends. They go to a different school.
Joe Biden recently said that photo ID should be banned for voting because black people don't have access because they don't know how to use a computer. I just want to ask, do you know how to use a computer?
Yeah.
This is so fucked up. Like no one said, like people didn't say black people don't know how to use a computer. It's so, oh God, conservatives are so fucking cringe. Bro, this is the black friend, by the way. This is literally the black friend of Candace Owens. This shirt in front of Confederate flag. This shirt's 100% cotton. That's why I picked it. That's his merch, guys. Like, who are you selling this to? The 8 other black conservatives who would be willing to fucking do this personally? Like, who is this merch for? Is it for white people? Like, white people are gonna fucking wear this shirt? Yeah, it's just like, oh, just me and Candace Owens, Jesse Lee Peterson, like, we're gonna purchase it and that's it. You guys thought I was lying, right? No, I wasn't. Like, who the fuck would buy this? Like, white people aren't gonna buy this. Racist white people aren't gonna buy this shit. They're just simply, my point is, there simply isn't enough, like, white supremacist black people out there there's no market for this, you know? I am king shaming. This is literally king shaming. By the way, this is what no pussy does to a motherfucker, okay? Like, if you want to know, this is literally it, all right? There you go.
And you'll understand that there are so many barriers to getting a photo ID.
Specifically for black people.
If you are a black person, you are at a lot of times in a lower socioeconomic status. Not all the time, but the studies show.
Oh, she is spitting, dude. This is the thing I don't understand. Like, why do you let this go? In a video where you're supposed to belittle people and make them look bad, why are you letting someone with life experience who has been there describe the conditions really well and then title it, "We Are Doomed"?
Black people don't earn as much as white people do, right? So
that's not true.
Even when you drive a car.
Oh my God, she's walking away. Oh, I'm getting owned. Time to walk away.
You're gonna have a chance of getting harassed. You're gonna have a chance of getting tickets, right? So if you don't have a driver's license.
Oh my God, she is fucking destroying her. That's not true.
You have to go.
I bet she's gonna do the signature move of like walking away and then talking shit about her from afar.
I think that the voter registration system, as it stood before Stacey Abrams got cheated out of her office.
Oh, she got cheated.
Was definitely an issue, right?
She got cheated.
So
you know people who say that elections get cheated or
so now that the changes
terrorists. You know that, right?
So now that the terrorists actually attacked the Capitol, nobody's talking about it.
Oh my gosh. They were attacking the AutoZone?
Oh, she's getting fucking mad, dude. Wait, attacking the AutoZone is comparable to attacking the Capitol? What? Really? Nobody died at the fucking AutoZone. Like, you literally can't even make that argument from like any point of view, really.
What you gotta have, this is what you need. You gotta have these cyber conversations.
Man, you think men are women and people breaking windows are terrorists? What's happening?
Oh, she's getting so rolled. She's getting super rolled, dude. Oh my God. I haven't seen someone roll in their own shit until, since the last time Booboo Bennett rolled in her own shit inside of, at a frat party at her college campus. It's crazy. Yeah, check the phone. Maybe there's a talking point for you there. Conservatives pull out the parachute cord, right? Like immediately transphobia. Oh, I can't think of anything. Oh, you think men are women? Pfft.
You watch CNN? You need more Liberty Hangout. If you want real news and real information, hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified, or you'll end up like her thinking that people burning down the...
Oh my God, this is so sad. She got rolled so hard that she like had to literally fucking stop. What do you call it? Like stop the other person from having a say.
Yeah. I'm very interested in that you said that black people have a harder time voting, but then you want to require voter ID. Typically and historically, it's always been the white liberals who say that voter ID should be banned because black people don't have access to getting voter IDs. Just like Joe Biden, he said the black community really doesn't know how to use computers.
I mean, it's still a hard topic, don't get me wrong. I definitely see like the whole thing about how people can find it harder to get it.
If you want to have like universal photo ID, like voter ID laws, then you need to make it similar to European countries that have these sorts of laws implemented. Ease of access. Everyone gets a fucking ID. It doesn't have to be a driver's license. Everyone gets it for fucking free. You get a national ID, and also on top of that, a second form of identification or whatever the fuck you're asking for, or even a substitute for your ID could literally be anything else with your name on it. Yeah, make it free and easy. Exactly. Unless the IDs are provided for free, it is a poll tax by another name. You are absolutely correct.
Should people who spread misinformation about the election go to jail?
I don't think they should go to jail, but maybe a fine or something.
Well, it depends. It depends, like, who it is. Like,
okay, I love this guy. He's great. This is a very tough question. Even someone like myself who thinks about this sort of stuff a lot has a really hard time answering this question. It is not easy to answer. He gave a great answer because you're limiting freedom of speech, which is a problem. who gets to decide what is misinformation is a problem, but also misinformation is a gigantic issue. It is a gigantic fucking issue.
Should people who spread misinformation about elections go to jail?
Oh, I gotta think about that one.
Like, I don't think people who spread misinformation about elections should go to jail. I do not think that. I don't think you should go to jail for speech. I don't. Unless it like literally is inciting a riot or you're like purposely fucking... I don't even think white supremacist rhetoric should land you in jail. I think that's crazy. Having said that, though, I am on board with misinformation being combated by platforms and being banned and shit like that. I'm totally on board with that. I routinely talk about Twitch TOS and how they get a lot of things right.
Brian Kemp, you ain't gonna be reelected, you crook. Your governor could...
Oh my God. Oh, come on. You really don't want me to watch this, dude? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You really don't want me to watch this? Yo, Booboo Bennett, and I said this in the last video too. She has an excellent talent that is unmatched. Like, she's so good at finding the worst freaks and unironically does a disservice to the right by targeting these people.
Very easily, if he knew what the hell he was doing.
What is this editing?
If it wasn't for President Trump, you would be nothing. Nobody cares about you. We love President Trump.
Bro, what is this fucking FaZe Clan 360 no scope compilation style edit? Like, I feel like they're about to break into a dubstep. They got a new zoomer, not even a zoomer. This is like a old ass boomer fucking edit. What is this editing, dude? It's very weird.
If you don't stand up for our president and stand behind him when he stood behind you, you're gone. You're out. You gotta go. One term.
We supported you. You work for us. Get out here and stand with us. Why aren't you here today? Enough is enough.
God damn, dude. What a fucking intro. I feel like I don't even know how to feel about that introduction. I feel different. You know, the funniest part about this editing is that the people that she's asking questions to, the Trump supporters probably would look at that video or listen to dubstep and be like, that's Satan music. Why are you playing that Satan music?
Message for Governor
I got a
Kemp.
message. Yeah. My brother, you keep trying to Ray Charles in the truth, but when y'all say y'all need evidence, you turn your way. You're cynical. Governor Kemp, you're a freaking loser. And you're a Judas goat. A Judas goat is the one who lead, you lead the sheep.
My guy has Trump stickers on his beard, dude. This is what the Reconstruction era really was about, dude. You wanted to have the dude who literally looks racist as fuck and the black dude come together and also be racist, you know, in unison. That's what America's about.
If you're gonna try to let this fraud, I mean, if you
Oh my God, that's Keemstar. Oh wow, you will never convince me that's not Keemstar. I thought you guys were joking saying this guy's Keemstar. Turns out he's literally there.
Kemp need to stop smoking that hemp. That's what we need to say.
I like it.
Oh, he is really feeling himself. He's like, that was fucking a good one.
I just find it very upsetting because, like you said, the president had his back, and he said the other day, "I regret putting my vote in for him or pushing him." What are you doing? You're making all the Republicans look bad.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Brian Kemp is making the Republicans look bad. Man, if anything, Brian Kemp is actually unironically making Republicans seem normal in comparison to how fucking psychotic you guys have been. Even though he's not, by the way. He's a piece of shit and I hate him, but there's no such thing as a good professional Republican. But god damn.
Tamara Bland, you keep on saying it's been debunked, and that's all you say. The liberals, they learn a couple words, and they all use the same words. Every week they got a couple words, and they all copy and paste the same words. Last week it was projection. This week it's debunked.
Bro, just because you are encountering these words for the first time does not mean that other people did not know these words prior to you hearing them. That's one. And number two, it is literally projection. Like, everything conservatives do is projection. He's repeating things that he himself does freely and regularly. If you talk to one conservative, what do I always say? You talk to one conservative, you talk to all the conservatives. You don't need to be like brilliant and figure out what the talking points are by like constantly looking at Republican positions. Like, you can hear it from every single Republican. They're like a machine. The NPC talking point machine is so powerful. I can't believe he's just new word just dropped. Yeah. Pog, new word just dropped. Where we go on, we go all. He's got the Q shirt. Yeah, no shit. He's never heard of words.
But all I know at the end of the day, it's going to be Trump 2020, January 20th. We're all going to be there. I'm sure you'll be there. You'll be there. And we're going to be celebrating Donald J. Trump as the next president for the next...
What are they going to do when they realize it's not happening, dude? I need to know. It makes me It confuses me. I'm a little scared. Like, I don't know what's going to happen when they figure out that it's not happening.
Again, Ray Charles, I don't see what you're talking about. Dude, it's right there.
And you don't gotta spend a dime.
Right there, bro. It's right there, man.
You don't gotta spend a dime. It's there. It's there.
Dude, right. I mean, right. If Stevie Wonder was walking in here.
Oh, he is really feeling it, dude. He's like, I'm in my zone right now. I'm fucking killing it. Like, look at how excited he is. He's like, yeah, this bit murdered.
I'm from Georgia.
Okay, you got it.
I'm picked over from you out of Georgia. Brian Kemp, you ain't gonna be reelected, you crook.
All right, couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you.
Bro, you leave that on the editing bay, dude. You don't keep that in. That's not a good look for you or your cause. I mean, you guys know this. Like, Republicans made a killing off of, like, making the left look as, like, silly as possible through deceptive editing or through purposely fucking picking people that were in their, like, worst moments where they were really upset. You know what I mean? Like, why are you willingly showing this guy? Like, why would you ever willingly show this guy and be like, that's the guy? That's the representative of the movement, dude. Like, that's a real guy, okay? Which is already shocking to me. This is a guy. It really does feel like Booboo Bennett is low-key a leftist or something. I'm the editor, dude. I'm helping you guys stop snitching, dude. Yeah, for real, though.
Brian Kemp, you ain't gonna be reelected, you crook.
I need to know what this dude's life is like. I need to know how he operates. Like, I need to know what his worldview is. I need to know, how does he like his breakfast sandwiches? You know what I mean? Does he have a breakfast sandwich? Like, this dude looks like he's about to tell me that fucking hamburgers are too exotic for him. You know what I mean? Get this goddamn un-American cuisine out of here. Hamburgers are too swarthy.
One of my liberal friends, they say, hey, Doc, come on, man. We finally replaced the racist president. Don't you think? I said, yeah, we did. We replaced his ass with Donald Trump.
There you go.
Oh, fucking got him, dude. He's spitting, dude. This is a tight five. You know he's done this before.
That's right.
This guy's about to be like, this guy's got real. You're one of the good ones energy. You know what I mean? He's like accidentally going to say the N-word at him. That's right.
You need to bring the legislature together and get this stopped. We need this election turned over.
I think a lot of people are. There's a lot of irregularities, we'll say.
Here, I'm going to give you the conservative argument. Are you ready for this? I voted for Donald Trump, but he's not the president. That's the irregularity. That's the argument. That the entire argument is reduced to that single line. I voted for Trump. My friend voted for Trump. Trump is not president. This doesn't make sense to me, brother. Isn't that how it works?
You in these states with these irregularities are being...
You tell them I'm coming and America's coming with me. Like, imagine thinking Donald Trump would ever hold a fucking musket. Like, this is what I mean. This level of, like, this is hilarious to me. Like, Donald Trump would lead no fucking cause. Like, he would not be the revolutionary hero. He doesn't give a fuck about anything, dude. He would not... He'd hold an AK. No, dude, he's not. He would never in a million fucking years ever fight for anything. He'd be in the background like, all right, you guys tell me what's happening in the end. When you guys end up finishing the fight, I'll choose which side I'm on. Probably fucking side with the British.
He is lying to you.
You guys are being kind of screwed over.
Yeah, we voted for Governor Kemp.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't do anything about this, he'll be a one-term governor. That's my message.
That's the message. That's the biggest message today. What is your message for Governor Kemp?
Governor Kemp, we supported you. We are asking you to come out and support our president and address the fraud and whatever has happened in this great state of Georgia.
Yeah, but he did. He said that, you know, there isn't fraud. Like, how many recounts do you think they should do?
We supported you, and we are asking you to come out and stand up for our president and stop this steal now.
Bro, she just looks like she'd be a nightmare. So all the fucking chatters who work in retail and in the service industry just got PTSD. Like, this is their Vietnam. You know what I mean? She has this energy about her where, like, impossible to fucking have, like, to have a reasonable interaction with this person. That's a stealth Karen. Yo, there is nothing stealthy about this one, dude. What are you, crazy?
I would say just listen to Linwood. That's gonna be my message.
This is the staple young Republican fit, dude. Gross V-neck with a fucking button up blazer on top of it, or not button-up blazer, just a blazer on top of the fucking gross white V-neck with a backwards cap, dude. What are you doing? What is this? This is a dangerous fit, okay? And by the way, like, shouts out to Kyle Kalinske. I love him, but this is the Kyle Kalinske drip. Like, this is a Kyle Kalinske special. He's looking hungry, dude.
You need to audit the signatures. We want signature audits. You need to call a special session, get off your butt, and do what we elected you to do. You represent the people.
Just called the manager of elections, dude. Like, where is the boss of this elections? Right now, I need to see him or her. I'm woke like that. Get off your butt and change the fucking vote.
That we need the people that the people elected to start working for the people again, from a place of love and kindness. The people that were elected to represent we the people, they need to start doing the will of the people, which is a will of love and kindness, not terror, not burning of buildings. The people want.
Dude, how are you like a tier 4 Trump supporter? I mean, you look at all of his fit. Like, that's a guy who's dedicated, right? That's a Trump simp. How are you gonna be a Trump simp and like act like you're advocating for love and prosperity and you know, togetherness and shit? I don't think these people actually think that Trump is like bringing people together, right? I think they like him because he's attacking all the right people in their minds, in their worldview. Fat fuck with the pit vipers is saying this and used his 1 of 4 vacation days he gets from his employer a year to come to this rally. That's the saddest part about it, is that like these people are so fucking starved for a sense of community that maybe in the past they would have gotten from their labor unions, you know what I mean? And also a feeling of desperately wanting to matter in the political arena. I feel like Trump gives him that in a way, and that's why they fucking take time out of their day, take one of their fucking like small time to themselves to literally go and go to these rallies and fucking, you know, breathe in all the COVID from every other psychopath in the near vicinity, like 100-mile radius.
I was one of those couch sitters that just sat right down on it and just lived my life and said, whatever's going on, I don't really care.
Yeah, Trump made politics fun for these people. If you're really fucking privileged already, like, and you're privileged enough to be like super apolitical, because there's two different kinds of people. Either people who are like so desperate and so starving that like neither party represents their best interest, and they're like, fuck this, I just need to work. And then there are the kinds of people that go to Trump rallies. Okay, and those people have time and they have disposable income. So clearly, the reason why people like her and others at Trump rallies have not been politically active in the past is because they just don't care. Like, they're apolitical. They're like, I don't give a shit. Neither party represents my best interest, and who cares? Like, you know, things are going to be fine no matter what. Trump did a very good job of like bringing all the cranks together and getting them to come out and participate in the political process in the way that they think they're helping, in the way that they are, in the only way that they know they can be a part of the political process, by just watching it and you know, championing it from afar.
It's just kind of messed up.
It is wild still to see so many fucking people congregate in an area, even if it's outdoors or not, and not a single mask, dude. It's nuts, dude. How many people died today from COVID? We hit 3,000, but it went back down. We're at 1,500 right now.
This is the first time I voted here in America because I just recently became a citizen in June. I voted for President Trump because he's the best president ever. And
where is she from? Where's this goddamn immigrant from? She's one of the good ones, brother. This is exactly the kind of white immigration that we want to support out here, brother. That's what I'm talking about. No, Trump loves immigrants. Man, he fucking married an immigrant. What are you talking about? He loves immigrants as long as they're white, brother. Fuck you mean? He literally said, why can't we get immigrants from good countries like Norway and not shithole countries like Nigeria? The irony, of course, is that, you know, Nigerians are the fucking most educated ethnic group in the country, more educated than fucking white people, like by a wide margin too. But
yeah, I have only 2 words: step down.
You don't even want him to try to fix it. He's shown his true colors. Get out of here.
Exactly right. It's done. It's over.
I watch videos like this, and it's like it has the opposite effect of like a tourism video. Tourism videos are like, oh, come to Georgia, like we have peaches, you know? Come to Georgia, like Atlanta is a bustling community. And then I see this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Stay the fuck away, bro. What is this fucking? This is like they're radiating toxicity, dude. It's like Like a swamp full of fucking creatures, dude.
Do the right thing. You're a Republican. You better be a Trump Republican. Trump backed you. Reciprocate it. You can do it. And now he's doing it. Now that we're seeing undeniable evidence, now he's going, okay, let's look into it now.
That's so funny. They just like live in their own little reality. Like, no, he's not. There is no undeniable evidence. And no, the Republican Party is not mobilizing to like save Donald Trump by overturning the results of an otherwise democratic election. It's not happening, but they think it is. I really need to know what's going to happen. In some ways, I'm terrified of what's going to happen at inauguration. And in others, I'm like so excited to see, like, will they finally recognize? Will they just think that it's stolen? Will they just keep squealing for the next 4 years, but it doesn't really go anywhere? And when you push back at why they're squealing, they turn around and say, Hillary never conceded, even though she did. Or they'll say Russiagate, even though, you know, I mean, actually, that is kind of true. The Russiagate, you can make a comparison to Russiagate at least. Like, there was a lot of liberals who just refused to believe that Trump was like actually the fucking president or won the election outright. I guess you can make a comparison to that. But ultimately, that still implies you understand that, like, you're doing something silly, right? To them, Russiagate is really silly. It's nonsense. It's conspiratorial thinking. So why are you using that as a counter to be like, no, it's my time to be conspiratorial now?
You're about to find your boyfriend. Y'all will get very close in that cell together, is all I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
About to find your boyfriend. Yeah, it wasn't that good. You can't go halfway with that. No half measures, brother. Hey, you got to go balls to the wall, brother, next time, okay? You gotta work that out in the shower a little bit further. Now, if I say Booboo Bennett at the next rally, you bet your fucking ass I'm gonna make a homosexual joke. You already know. I'm working hard on that one next time. You know, that guy was so nervous trying to think of something witty to say before it was his time. Oh yeah, exactly. He's going back home tonight, and once he's done cranking into like sissy hypno porn or some whatever fucking thing he's jerking off to, because clearly there's some repressed stuff going on there. Once he's done, he's gonna be thinking in the shower to himself like, fucking god damn it, I had an opportunity to really, it was my moment. I saw that fucking microphone looking extra phallic, and I thought to myself, this is a good joke to make. Come on, Buxton, you could have slayed Queen. That's what you could have done. You fucked it up. Exactly why Hank never wanted to kiss you under the rafters when you were in high school.
Verify the signatures. If you verify the signatures, I think Trump's going to win big time.
If we cast out all the illegal votes.
That's right.
It's a great argument. It's impossible to defeat. If you assume that every single vote that was cast for Joe Biden is illegal, and every single vote that was cast for Donald Trump to be legal, then yeah, you can always say we need endless amounts of recounts until every single vote that was cast for Joe Biden is considered illegal and therefore is not a part of the process.
If I would do the same, I would be in jail already right away. I do something wrong, just a tiny little bit, and I go to jail. And these people, this is unconstitutional. What
I just don't understand how you could talk about jail and the fact that people aren't going to jail and it's fucking bullshit as a Trump supporter when a big chunk of what Trump has done as an expansion of the executive authority power has been to like just keep fucking spreading pardons like a motherfucker. Just if you're a homie, you get off. It's so weird.
This is against this country. This is against the American people, and it's destroying our elections and our country.
That's integration. That's integration. When you're a first-gen immigrant, like when you're fresh off the boat and you advance directly like 8 steps and go to like advocating aggressively for perhaps the most reactionary president in contemporary politics, like that brings a tear to my eye. Okay. When you jump the steps and it's not your like children's children that become like racist shitlords, but it's literally you, like right off the boat, it's fucking dope. Like she was waiting for this, you know what I mean? She's like, oh, finally now I'm an American citizen, so I can oppress others as well.
I want to live here in peace and in harmony, and not by some politicians who are telling me how to live.
I wonder if Republicans feel like, she should shut the fuck up and like go back to her own country if she doesn't like it here. Oh, wait, no, they won't. They will never say that. 1, because she's fucking white, and 2, because she agrees with them. That only extends to brown people and black people and people that are leftists or people that are against reactionary politics, in which case that's the only way that they would ever fucking dare say something like that. Well, Republicans and other Twitch streamers have also said, go back to your own country. To me, of all people, even. So, also, you're watching this on YouTube right now, and you're not a stream watcher. Well, we have new merchandise. If you've constantly asked yourself, like, oh man, Hasan's really cool, but like, it really sucks that he doesn't have merchandise. Well, now you can actually get merchandise. I have it. This is limited edition. So, go to represent.com/Hasan if you want to purchase it. It's union made, and it's also made in the USA. I'm never going to do this again. So, up to you if you want to get your Virgin Pride shirt. All right.